Good afternoon and welcome to the Scottish Power Women's Premier League on BBC Sports Scotland this afternoon. We have a big clash in the capital as 4th placed Hearts take on 7th placed Motherwell. Only 4 points separate the two teams, so big points up for grabs this afternoon in league action. Let's take a look at the starting lineups, starting with Hearts, the home side. They make 2 changes from that dramatic victory against Spartans. Emma Brownlee is out, as is Danny Findlay coming into the side. Jenna Penman in defence and Amy Anderson coming in too. Top scorer Kathleen McGovern still missing, as is Ciara Grant. Georgia Timslow has 5 league goals, and Adama Lakin was crucial in last week's win, and she will be looking for another big performance this afternoon at home. Motherwell, perhaps unsurprisingly, unchanged from their big 6-0 win against Dundee United. Goals galore in that one, so they'll line up again with the back three of Addy, Murray Cunningham and Chelsea Watson. Jardine, Boys and Canavan in attack. Jill Ingalls was in the team of the week for the SWPL with a big leading performance in amongst the goals and assists in that one. And Carla Boyce, Katie Rice, Kayla McDonald and Gua all on the bench. They remain there. Big players for Paul Brownlee to call upon if required this afternoon. As mentioned, only 4 points separate the teams in the table as it stands, so Motherwell will be looking to continue that momentum and that high from the 6-0 win, whereas Hearts perhaps looking to not only keep the attacking quality in the team but also look to be solid at the back. Eva Olid drives high standards at Hearts ever since she arrived. That's one thing that will be on her mind, is looking to shore things up at the back. There was a lot of passion in that late win. Joining me on commentary this afternoon, delighted to say Claire Gemmell is alongside me. Claire, just touching on Hearts there, it's maybe a bit of a transitional thing again where they're looking to try and get closer to the sides that are in the top 3, so there has been some comments made about the defensive displays recently. Is that just natural with what they're trying to change and the way standards are improving at the club?
It sometimes can be, but I think for them really it will be pretty frustrating because they've been given a really good performance going forward, but at the back, as you said, you know, they've lost 6 goals in the last 2 games, which Eva Olid will not be happy about, particularly the manner that they've lost some of the goals in, and I think Motherwell will be looking to take advantage of that today. You know, that they're on form, scoring 6 goals last weekend from crosses, which Hearts have looked vulnerable for, so yeah, I think it's going to be a really good game.
There's a new look defence too, with Carly Girasoli, Waldy and Morgan all in there. Jenna Penman will provide a little bit of that regularity from previous seasons, coming in place of Emma Brownlee, but big players missing in McGovern, Brownlee and Grant. Brownlee and Grant, Claire, were big parts of Hearts last season, and they sometimes provide that calmness within the team when it's required.
Exactly, Stuart. It's so much experience you've lost from the side. Ciara Grant sitting in that central position, and then Emma Brownlee, who has been captain in the side. It's a really big loss for them, and it's big shoes to fill, but they're going to need to step up if they want to compete with the top 3.
Looking at Motherwell, Murray Cunningham returned to action in August after over a year and a half out with a nasty injury. She moves in again alongside Addy and Watson at the back. Jill Ingalls, a regular leader for Motherwell, sometimes can be overlooked, but she could not be mistaken in that performance against Dundee United. A big captain's role in that. Bailey Collins in addition this season too, at the double with a couple of goals in that win, and that'll be great for her confidence too. And not only for her individually, but for a team as Motherwell look to put that losing run to a halt, and to score 6 goals is some fashion to do it in, Claire.
Absolutely, it's a great result for Motherwell, you know, coming in, putting 6 back, and most importantly for them, keeping a clean sheet. But I think, Bailey Collins has been such a positive introduction for Motherwell, and absolutely I think she'll be a key player for them today if they can try and hurt this Hearts defence.
The team's on their way out onto the pitch, led by referee Tommy Kerr today. Both clubs continuing with the Show Racism, the red card initiative. And they will take part in that display ahead of kick-off. Also players wearing black armbands today as football remembers those caught up in the violence of the conflict in Israel and Gaza. The message loud and clear from the players: show racism, the red card. Georgia Timms there, leading with the captain's armband this afternoon for Hearts, as she often leads in attack, a focal point of the team. And Hearts have a specific way of playing when she's available, and it allows the energy around her to have a big impact too. Amy Anderson coming into the side as the replacement for Danny Findlay. As the two managers exchange words ahead of kick-off. Both on a high coming into this one. The 3 games on today, 3 games postponed due to the nasty weather across the country. My thoughts with everyone caught up in that. Today, the final game of the SWPL fixture card in the top flight, as Hearts get ready to take on Motherwell. There is Shadi Adamalaken, scored an absolute stunner against Spartans to draw things level, an incredible equaliser, and they made it a double with the winner. As the two captains take place for the coin toss with the referee. Chilingo's on the left, Georgia Timms on the right, and they will exchange places. Performances like that 6-0 win against Dundee United from Motherwell, Clare, isn't really a surprise. We did see in the Scottish Cup at Hampden last season just what Motherwell can do, and that kind of performance is something that they've used to drive on this season and try and push for that top 6 and then try and push even further up the table, because there's undoubted quality in that squad.
They do, and they've got a lot of experience in that squad as well, folk that have been around this league for a number of years, so that result is definitely going to give them confidence, and they will be looking to push on from that. I really do think they're going to see today as an opportunity, and I think if they start well and quick enough, they can put Hearts under pressure and look to get something from this game.
Clear conditions in the capital. Both sets of players through that final stage of encouragement. Adama Lakin will kick us off. As Heart of Midlothian back at home, looking to impress in front of their supporters this afternoon. As Clare mentions, these opening stages will be so key, and the plan from both managers. Jenna Penman, one of the players coming in this afternoon, moves the ball to Girasoli and now over to Waldy. Spread the space for Morgan to burst forward. Lifted towards Adama Lakin. Lovely bit of play, chipped over. Collins will chase. Timms arrives first. Good energy from the forward. Penman forced away from the penalty area. Timms awaits. Delivers. Up in the air from Motherwell's Amy Anderson. Emily Timms thought about hitting it. Penman delivers. Emily Much claws away at it, and the free kick awarded by the referee. Raised arm is the signal, and that just shows Hearts' early intent in this game.
It really does. They've started the game quickly. They've had the ball into the box on a number of occasions. They're looking to get the ball on top of the goalkeeper. Really, Motherwell need to try and just have a little bit of possession here and try and get themselves into the game and relax into the game.
Boys Just watches the ball bounce over. Motherwell will look to get going quickly. Plenty forward in the claret and amber. Joe Addy will step up to take the throw. Now she'll lift forward. Canavan chasing. Tries to bring it down. Just run out of space. Not wanting to play a hopeful ball, she was looking to try and get it under control and see what was available in the penalty area.
You can see they're looking for that ball in behind there, trying to turn the Hearts defence. I'm not surprised they're doing that, as I said, given that Hearts have lost 6 goals in the last 2 games, so they are going to want to put them under pressure early.
Parker Smith upfield. Ingalls. A lot of driving on that right wing back position against Dundee United, but she's run out of space in the pitch there. Hearts awarded the throw.
It's something Jill Ingalls is really, really good at. She's done it over the years. She'll get the ball and she will drive at folk. So basically, if they can get the ball to her, she created some goals last weekend. I think she'll be key for them.
Opportunity. The Hearts survive there. That'll be one of the key instructions from Paul Brownlee towards players like Louisa Boys, is to get in the faces of the Hearts defence with maybe the defensive confidence in question. Aislinn Morgan. Ingalls there again. That's to be the key part, driving Motherwell on at the start of this game. Canavan chasing Waldy. Motherwell throw. Fifth straight start in all competitions after her sub appearance in the defeat to Celtic for Lizzie Waldy. Motherwell's Amy Anderson. Louisa Boys. Ingalls looking for that early cross. Paul Brownlee will be happy to see his players camping in that Hearts corner. Canavan. Not much space there. Park, the quick layoff. Adama Lakin. Watson in the way. She'll just pause briefly. Much with the clearance upfield.
You could see there that Collins recovering. As soon as they've lost the ball, they're clearly worried about Timms and the ball in behind the switch of play.
Ingalls can't find the pass through. Park has it. Searching for Amy Anderson. It's just sloppy from Hearts in this opening 5 minutes. Eva Hall would be asking her side to keep more composure on the ball, especially at home. Addy's thrown. Anderson finds Park. Neat roll. Space. Gerasoli. Penman now will carry forward. Tim's on that touchline. Good footwork. Feeling of Heart of Midlothian trying to raise the pace on the ball. Miki. Park. Here's Morgan. Space in the left side. Anderson appears to have beaten the offside call from the Motherwell defence. Morgan again has time to think about the cross, but straight at Emily Much, who gathers comfortably, but much better from Heart of Midlothian there.
They're moving the ball well there, but for me that's far too easy. They're dropping into a back 5, Motherwell, when they lose the ball, but then the ball comes back and it's far too easy to get the shot away. There's absolutely no pressure, and if you're dropping in like that, you have to get out and put pressure onto the ball. They're going to find it a long, long day if they keep allowing that to happen.
Number 7 of Motherwell, Kayla Jardine, is rejoined after her loan recall to Rangers. Other coaching team delighted to have her back among the options. Paul Brownlee watches on. His Heart's ready to throw in. Girasoli. Lockwood has stayed on side, much scrambling back onto her goal, and the save from Lockwood's strike still there. And it's Chelsea Watson closing down that time, but that one ball over the top just nearly catching Motherwell out.
It's a brilliant run by Lockwood. She bends a run, good ball over the top there by Girasoli, but Watson's actually caught in two minds. She goes to step and then she's a wee in behind her, and luckily for her, our goalkeeper saves her out of that one.
Hearts corner. Lockwood will take. The header from Girasoli over the crossbar. A good movement in the penalty area. And Hearts, well, they've not really stayed composed with possession, just showing there's still a danger. And that one ball, whether it's a delivery from a corner and over the top of the defence.
It's something Girasoli is so good at. She scores so many goals from set pieces. She'll need to be tightly marked.
Now Jardine up the other end. 1-on-1 with Morgan. 3 in the area. Give off her support, the number 23. Anderson's doing the defensive work. Already feels it could have that potential as an end-to-end game, Claire.
It does. The ball is turning over quite a lot. You know, Motherwell had a not bad spell of play for a few minutes. It's now kind of turned to Hearts, so it is turning over back and forward. I'm not too sure how happy the coaches will be about that, right enough, but it's certainly entertaining to watch.
Brief pause as Kayla Jardine just sorts out the left boot. Miki uses her body. Anderson bursting forward. Addy clearing. Kayla Miki, and the Glasgow City player, Girasoli. He also spent time with the current SWPL champions. Girasoli also Rangers before her move across the border. Referee just asking Jenna Penman to take a few steps back for the throw-in. Parker Smith launches wide. Morgan heads on. Esther Morgan again. Lockwood's making a run from the midfield. That ball over the top once more. Much comes out. Lockwood strikes, and the ball will roll into the back of the net for Hearts to take the lead. And it's that ball over the top again, catching Motherwell out. Much coming out to meet Katie Lockwood, but a fine touch takes the ball beyond the goalkeeper, and it's Hearts 1, Motherwell 0.
Again, it's another fantastic run. A really good ball over the top here, but nobody is aware that she's running from midfield. It's really bad marking, actually, you know, but such a good finish. You cannot take it away from her, but much comes out, and I think if you come that far out your goal, you need to be sure that you're going to win the ball. But such a good finish from Lockwood.
A double in the draw with Montrose recently. One drilled, one lifted, and an early strike for Hearts in this game. Only just over 10 minutes played. That's something that will delight the coaching staff. Be much easier for Hearts to think about that defensive work when they are in front. Going behind against Spartans. They took the lead against Montrose though, and that's something Motherwell will be well aware of. But Hearts look to be finding their groove here. Penman. Ball comes off Murray Cunningham and will go behind for another Hearts corner.
And I think, just as you say, Stuart, you know, they have no issues at all scoring the goals. They are very fluid going forward. They always seem to find a goal in a game. It is just, can they keep it tight at the back?
It will be Lockwood, the goal scorer, to take. Once again, Park, Waldy, Penman, all around. It's not claimed. Girasoli's header, high into the net. And it's a quick-fire double for Hearts. And Girasoli scores her 4th league goal of the season. It's Hearts 2, Motherwell 0.
She just latches on to a loose ball there. The second ball, quickest to react. I did mention her at the last corner that how dangerous she is, and she has to be marked tightly. You know, it's a great ball into the box. It just causes mass confusion there with the Motherwell defence and goalkeeper, and it falls to Girasoli, who makes no mistake and puts it into the back of the net.
She picked up a space, the ball bouncing, and she attacked it strongly, just as she did only a few minutes ago from a previous Hearts corner. Motherwell didn't take note of the danger, and you can't leave Carly Girasoli space like that in the penalty box. As much as she is a defender, she has so much quality when she joins the attack. And Eva Ollid will be ecstatic with a 2-goal lead with only 13 minutes on the clock. Engels looking to change that though. Aldi takes for Hearts. Parker Smith stretches out wide to Penman. Sarah Gibb there to try and sweep up. Charging at Katie Lockwood. Just touching on Girasoli's attacking play, Claire. I mean, you know well from our time at Rangers too, but I'm just going back to last week's game against Spartans. There was a long ball forward. There was such a delicate pass for her into the build-up of one of the goals. But I'll come back in that as Timms is through on goal now, and she strikes and stings the palms of Emily Much. Did she keep it from going behind? No, is the answer. And that's really driving here at home.
They're really turning the screw here on Motherwell. Really good pass again. They're playing really direct today, which is suiting them actually against Motherwell. They're really struggling to cope with that direct play. Timms is so powerful anyway. She gets a shot away, and another corner, which Motherwell need to mark better.
Just touching on Girasoli's pass for the 4th goal against Spartans. It was a pass that so many players in the game would be proud of, the top players. And she's a top player on the pitch in the SWPL. We've seen before. And Motherwell need to stay organised here from another Hearts corner. Lockwood lifts it. Girasoli there again. There's claims in both directions, but a goal kick is the award. Girasoli once again finding space, Claire.
Exactly, she's got really good movement in there for corners. That's obviously who they're going to be aiming for in every corner kick. It's better defended there. They've done enough to put her off, and she gets it way off target. But she's such a danger, and as you said, you know, even a bit of passing, she does have that.
And the strike off the post. Hearts so close to adding number 3. Collins blocks Lockwood. Penman will take the throw, but Olafolo Shadi, Adama Lakin ready to attack again for Hearts. Motherwell just looking to see this spell through at only 2. Jardine turning for space, does well, finding Boys. Hearts looking to close Motherwell in here. Motherwell have the throw. You could just see the confidence that those 2 goals have given Heart of Midlothian this afternoon.
They have, and Motherwell are pinned back in their own half, and even Jardine, you know, she's away back in her own left back area when she's supposed to be up as the striker. So when they are winning the ball, they've no one to hit, so they need to try and expand a wee bit and try and get some passages of play going.
Jill Ingalls. Wales Amy Anderson. Now Cunningham for Watson. Tim's pressing. Watson searching that touchline. Hearts starting to cause Motherwell more problems on the ball now too. Not allowing them to find any time on the ball to pick a pass.
Well, they're not, but even there, you know, when Watson gets the ball, I think she can afford to come a little bit higher and wider when they're in possession. She's in too close to Tim's, and I think that's what allows her to then, you know, get around the ball. She can afford to take a little bit of risk just to expand the pitch a bit.
Paul Brownlee watching on. Side were magnificent, relentless in that 6-0 win. And a spot of trouble early in this game. As we mentioned before, they do have quality in their side. Hearts will want to be relentless this afternoon. Two goals as it stands. The woodwork denying number 3 just moments ago. Jenna Penman. Watson attacks well. Hearts will have the throw.
That's much better for Motherwell on the front foot. When the ball goes back, they're moving up together. I think that's when they need to try and put Hearts under pressure, pick the right moments to go, and then from there, even when the ball comes over, you see Watson being really aggressive, trying to win the ball back.
Chelsea Watson started all SWPL games this season for Motherwell. This is Ingles, Boys and Much. There's Jardine. Collins behind her. Sarah slowly gets the touch and a second to clear. Kept looking to bring down. Anderson will strike. And that's a stunner from Motherwell's Amy Anderson. And what a way to bring the Well back into the game. It's now Hearts 2, Motherwell 1.
What a goal that is. Honestly, that is such good technique to hit that, to keep it down, to get the power on it and get it into the corner. But it all starts from that aggressive play, pressing the ball. They get the ball out wide. Jardine hooks the ball in, yet doesn't come to him. It falls to Anderson at the edge of the box, and it is some strike. What a goal.
She missed the opening game due to injury this season, but that is an announcement that Amy Anderson is up and running for this league season. And what a big goal it could be in this game. We saw how the 2 goals that Hearts scored provided the confidence on the ball. What will that do for Motherwell now? And Hearts maybe thinking once again about that earlier effort off the post that could have stretched the lead to 3. But now the difference only 1. As Paul Brownlee pacing back and forward in front of the technical area. Be much happier now. What a strike it was from Amy Anderson. Collins. Penman will get there first. Stays strong to let the ball roll over for the Hearts throat. Penman, another who missed out at the start of the season. Only 1 sub appearance in the first 6 for Ava Ollid, but she's featured in a handful of the last league games. Watson. Slowly well aware that one's going out for the goal kick. But how this game is swinging back and forward, it feels clear, with only 21 minutes on the clock.
It is, and you can see the momentum's now swung in Motherwell's favour. You can see the confidence that goal's given them. You see the idea there from Watson. The ball's probably not on, but you can see what she's trying to do, and I think they need to use this period of play to try and get a wee bit more possession and see if they can create some more chances.
Damalikin trying to go on the attack, but the referee blows the whistle for the Motherwell free kick. We touched on how Hearts would be looking not to concede, and if they do, to try and keep that down with the questions over the last couple of games, but there's not much you can do about a strike of that quality from Amy Anderson. Charlotte Parker-Smith had absolutely no chance.
Absolutely no chance at all to save that. It is a phenomenal strike, but you know, if you're picking it at it, I'm sure they'll still look at it and look to see if there was ways they could prevent it before, but you absolutely have to take your hat off to the strike. It is some goal.
It's October, but I'd be willing to put my hat on that being in the mix for the goal of the season competition in the SWPL. We'll be watching that one again and again. Jill Ingalls, no one there. Canavan was too far in front of the cross. And Timms will hold up.
And that's the thing for Motherwell, you know, Jill Ingalls does well to get into that position, but she's just putting the ball into the box and there's nobody there.
Timms peels away. Adama Lakin at the back post. Oh, and what a save by Much onto the crossbar. Lockwood fighting. Gibb clears away. The chances are flowing in this game in the capital. Canavan poking that one towards Louisa Boyes, but Miki there to sweep up. Boyes doesn't give it up low.
It's that ball over the top again for Timms. It's catching Motherwell out every time she's in, and it's such a good ball right across the floor of the box. And I honestly she will be wondering how that did not go in, but Much does so well just to get something on it and it hits off the crossbar, but it really probably should be 3.
Incredible. Motherwell have the free kick. Just over the midway point in this match. The sun still beating down at Oriam. And all the claret and amber colours flooding into the penalty area now. The battle for positions. The referee has a yellow card to show. I'll explain that one to Joe Addy. Just trying to pick a position for the free kick. She's instructed to take the ball back now. Gibb, Cunningham, Watson and Canavan all away. The ball in the box. Headed down. Lockwood tries to help out. Will find Penman. Collins charging in though. No second balls being left uncontested in this game.
No, there's not. I think she'll be probably pretty disappointed with that free kick in, to be honest. It didn't really cause too much bother for Hearts, but it's a really strange yellow card to get.
Penman goes down under the challenge between Boyes and Collins. And there's been a little bit of that flame in this game between the two sets of players. And you mentioned that yellow card too, Claire. It just feels like with all those chances, with what's at stake this afternoon in the table too, the temperature rising a little bit on the field.
You can understand it. The game means a lot to both teams. They're both on a winning streak. They both want to win the game, and you can see that in their play and their determination out here. It's really good to see in a game, you know, both teams not wanting to give anything up.
Addy goes down under a late challenge. And now the referee blows the whistle for another free kick. And Addy looks in some discomfort. Apologies if you have picked up on any bad language in the background. Joe Addy just waiting to shake that recent tackle off. The referee blowing for the free kick. Motherwell won't want to lose Joe Addy. It's her 11th appearance in all competitions this season. Already chipped in with a goal too in that 6-0 win against Dundee United. Emily Much pulled off that incredible save recently. Manono Folashade, Adama Lakin will send the ball forward. Canavan heads on. Cherasoli clears. Adama Lakin looks to settle. And a free kick against her now. Motherwell moving forward in position. And the referee has a chat with the Hearts attacking midfielder.
Just nicked in and taking the ball away, and it's just a clip. You know, there's nothing in that, but it's another good opportunity. But they need a good ball into the box here. Probably looking for the likes of Watson. You know, equally to Girasoli's got good qualities in there.
Addy again on the set piece. It's towards Watson. Girasoli clears. Morgan helps out too. Jardine, Gibbs touch, settles the ball down. Kayla Jardine runs into Amy Anderson of Hearts. There's a possible Heart of Midlothian counter here. Adama Lakin has Lockwood surging forward. And Amy Anderson, Motherwell's number 6, sticks the right foot out and stops the ball through.
Such a powerful run from Lockwood. She's so good at that. She's done it on a number of occasions this game. Nobody's tracking her. She probably could do with getting the ball a little earlier.
Parker Smith. His boys charging. Girasoli works the space well. Aldi skips past Canavan. Much out of her area. Allowing the ball to trickle through to her feet. Does it still have the feel of a game to you, Claire, that nobody's really taking control of despite Hearts being in front with the scoreline?
It is. It's 1 minute Motherwell are in control, the next minute Hearts are in control. It's really bitty, the game, and as I said before, I don't think both managers will be particularly pleased about that. They'd really like to control the game a bit more, particularly Eva Oled, just given the style of play that she wants to play. She'll not be happy that the ball's been turned over in this way and they can't really get a period of possession in the game. But really, you know, if you had to pick a team that it did suit, probably it does suit Motherwell, this type of battle, and Hearts certainly won't be wanting to get into that.
One of the positives she'll take is, despite the recent possession the visitors have had, they haven't really tested Charlotte Parker Smith too much. That wonder strike from Amy Anderson, the former Hamilton Accies midfielder, bringing the score narrower and reducing the deficit to 1. Joadi with the throw. Sliding challenge from Ingalls on Anderson will provide Hearts the free kick now. And the yellow card is shown.
I don't think Jill Ingalls can be too surprised that she's got the booking for that there. I think she knew exactly what she was doing. She was away from her, and you know, she is trying to get the ball, but it is a clear foul.
Amy Anderson is featured in the last 7. She's sitting out in the 2-1 loss to Rangers back in August. Girasoli, our pass bounces, Penman's on it and strikes, and it's in the net. Hearts have a third. Emily Much couldn't get strong hands to it, and it's Jenna Penman back into the side this afternoon to start, and she's provided a bit of brilliance in the first half to restore that 2-goal advantage for Hearts from the number 2. It's Hearts 3, Motherwell 1.
It's a really composed finish by Penman. Again, you know, the run from deep and then the ball over the top. Spoke about it all this first half. It's catching Motherwell out time and time again. They're not addressing it. she's got herself into the box, and you know, it's a cool finish into the corner. If I'm honest, I think Mutt should do better. I think if when she sees it again, she'll think she should save it. But at the end of the day, you can't take anything away from the finish. You know, it's slid into the corner.
She had Adama Lakin up supporting. Sometimes I wonder if defenders think about passing, but when you get into that space and you have that opportunity, it's always worth a strike on goal. And Jenna Penman has her first league goal of the season. We touched on the fact that Hearts had scored 13 goals in the last 3 league games. Motherwell was 6 last time out. So we could say there's maybe no surprise that there's already been 4 goals in this first half with only half an hour played. Not one for the defensive coaches this afternoon. Engels in a race with Anderson of Hearts. Engels gets her body in front. They will help out with the clearance. Composed header from Morgan. Miki. Canavan. Anderson will take over for Heart of Midlothian. Louisa Boys in. You could just see how the goals are having such a say in who then gets to dictate the play after the ball's in the net. Just providing that confidence and that composure to the players. Hearts looking to retake that once again.
It really is. It's changing the momentum every time somebody scores. But I think from Hearts here, I think they should just be trying to retain a wee bit of possession here, try and calm the game down, try and just take the sting out of Motherwell till they get into half time.
Georgia Timms on that left side now, crossing, Park's header drops towards Lockwood, and Much manages to gather. A scary moment once again for Motherwell.
She just looks as if her confidence has been knocked a little bit much, you know. She came out and didn't have the confidence there to grab and catch that, and she's palmed it down, and she's really lucky actually Lockwood doesn't go on to the end of it.
Anderson, that testing ball again for the Motherwell defence. Timms wins the race. She's clattered into it from behind, and that's of a very dangerous free kick here. And that will invite Wildane Girasoli forward once more.
It's really clever forward play actually. She's ran into the corner, she's got no support, she gets her body in front. When she feels the touch, she goes down. So she's got herself and her team a free kick in a really good area.
Timms and Lockwood just sorting out the footwear. Lockwood gives the early signal. Keep your eye on Hearts number 20 again. Girasoli already with 1 goal. Is there another chance for her? She lays off. Miki sprays the ball out wide. Anderson for Lockwood. Engels just has to stand strong. Caught in 2 minds though about getting the ball forward.
She's nobody to hit though. She's looking up, you know, and she's seeing nothing. That's obviously why she's delayed, but she probably would have been better just whipping it up the pitch.
Jardine. Collins puts that one out of play. Penman, the most recent goal scorer in this one. Hearts sharing the goals throughout the team again. Anderson, Motherwell's goal scorer, plays the ball for the 22, Caitlin Canavan. Engels. Anderson looks out wide. It was the right idea from Anderson, but just couldn't wrap her right foot around it to get it in front of Caitlin Canavan there. Under 10 minutes to play. Hearts 3, Motherwell 1. Hearts totalling up the chances. They could have had another goal or two. Motherwell with a lifeline through Amy Anderson as Adama Lakin is caught offside.
That was a really tight one. I'm not sure. I'd need to see that back. I think it was so tight. I don't know if they're trying to play the offside. I think it's a dangerous game though.
It's causing problems though. Motherwell having a bit of a higher line there, that ball in behind. And Georgia Timms, when she gets that kind of opportunity, she's one of the best in the league at running on the shoulders and winning those races.
Well, exactly, you know, and they've proven time and time again here how that long ball in behind and the run in behind is causing problems, particularly if they're playing offside and it's a midfield runner. They're never going to be offside, so it's very, as I said, it's a very dangerous game to play.
Jarvin for Watson. Penman clears away. Amy Anderson with the touch. Murrin Cunningham. Well brought down by Jardine. Addy. Jill Ingalls. Anderson in space. Early ball. Sarah Gibb looks to chase. Aldi Cam. Morgan clears. Motherwell looking to press though. Boys. Wins the battle with Park. Here she is again. Morgan stepping in to clear that time.
Motherwell are doing better when they're playing on the front foot, when they're trying to get in front of Hearts. That's when they're winning the ball and that's when they're causing them problems. It's when they're standing off, they're just allowing Hearts to play around them. So I think that's going to be key for them, trying to get the likes of Jill Ingalls and Collins higher up.
Hearts will have the throw. Mr. Morgan, Wales international, featured in every league game so far since joining after our Tottenham Hotspur spell. Adama Lakin. Park looking to find Adama Lakin again. Anderson, two maroon jerseys right in front of her. Canavan not allowed to turn by Morgan. Just over 5 minutes to play in the first half. Can Motherwell draw themselves closer again? Will Hearts keep that 2-goal advantage for the remainder of the first half this time? Or will they find another? Canavan only has Gibb in the area, but manages to find Sarah Gibb. The goal kick is the award. It's one of the first times we've been able to see Sarah Gibb get that space around her running into the penalty box. So we're looking to do a bit more of that in the rest of this game.
She will. I think it's about trying to get higher up the pitch and get players like her onto the ball in better areas of the pitch. You know, it's a really good run forward into the box. She just can't quite get her feet right to get the shot away or even get the cut back to the edge of the box. But yeah, absolutely, it's more about Motherwell want.
Timms has that early look up. Sees Adama Lakin. Park arriving too. Gets the head to it. She went down but not many calls. Penman with another strike. Motherwell can't clear. Emily Much manages to take.
They just look so dangerous every time they're getting into those wide areas and crossing balls into the box. Park was free at the back post. It was just slightly too high for her, so she's trying to nod it back down. But yeah, they're looking so dangerous every time they're getting into those wide areas.
Mickey's header. Park flicks on. Chelsea Watson takes control. Now for Collins. Katie Lockwood for Hearts. Georgia Timms. Lockwood Can't take it in. Jordan looks for Gibb. Jarasoli smashes away. Georgia Timms. Lockwood starts the run. Adama Lakin there too. She's through on goal. Round the goalkeeper. And the flag is raised by the assistant on this near side. Smacked off the crossbar. It won't matter anyway. But once again, Hearts looking to play in behind that Motherwell defence. That time the call from the officials, offside.
Yeah, it's clearly as offside there. You can see she's just strayed, but again another good run. Actually, Lockwood was coming from slightly deeper. If Timms had just maybe played her instead, she'd have been through in goal. However, you know, again just showing how dangerous they are with that wee clip ball in to either of their striking players. So it's something, yep, again they need to be mindful of, and they really need to tighten up for the second half.
Adama Lakin was the central option. Lockwood was the one on the right that Claire speaks of. Couple of minutes remain in this first half. Lockwood sweeping up. Penman. Timms. Watson provides no way through. Collins does well. Some questions from the Motherwell players. There's a free kick there, but play continues. Jarasoli puts it out for the Motherwell throw. Big couple of moments coming up here in the first half.
Motherwell need to take advantage of this here. They've got a throw in right in the final third of Hearts, so they need to retain the ball and get a cross into the box. The only problem they've got here is every one of their players are outside the box. There's nobody actually in the box if they were managed to get a cross in there.
Could there be a Hearts counter? Adama Lakin for Park. Anderson will be forced out wide from the pass. Esther Morgan joining. Here is the fullback. Back to Anderson. Pass two. Can't get away from the third. Paul Brownlee urges his team up from the defensive positions. Penman. Georgia Timms to her right. Nobody moving, so that's the pass. Jarasoli. Waldy for Morgan. Park makes the move. Time and space to pick the delivery. Cut back for Anderson. Stabbed away. Miki. Lockwood. Slips but recovers. Can't find a way to poke the ball to Georgia Timms.
It's good play, good movement, good use of the ball by Hearts. You know, it's a really good reverse pass by Morgan into Park, which actually starts the play. It comes eventually to Lockwood, who just can't get out her feet, and Motherwell managed to clear and get a little bit of pressure off again.
Morgan's done well to save that one. Anderson can't find it again though. Only seconds of the standard 45 minutes left to play. A first half full of goals. 3 for Hearts, 1 for Motherwell. Another throw. Is there time for the women of Steel to get this one forward? Maybe towards Ingalls. The referee has a look. Blows for the free kick. You mentioned earlier, Claire, Joaddy's had a couple opportunities from these deep free kick positions, but this one, if it's on point, if it's got the quality, can change the course of the second half to come.
It can. A good delivery makes all the difference. I think it still has to be better. I even think the last one she had, you know, it's a really difficult one to attack, but it really needs a good ball in here to get the likes of Watson to go and attack the ball.
Lifted into the area towards Watson. It's claims of handball. The referee has a look and play goes on. Now can Hearts look to counter? Anderson puts that one way too far in front of Kayla Miki. Played a minute of additional time. Amy Anderson Gives it away to Amy Anderson of Motherwell. Here's Canavan. Ingalls. Waldy in front of Gibb. Upfield from Morgan. Adama Lakin will run with the ball. Park and Timms bursting forward. Lockwood coming up. Anderson is the choice on the left. 2 in the box. Morgan crosses. Drops to Timms. Now Penman. Hearts pushing at the end. Looking for a 4th goal. 2 goal scorers. Pass between. And the corner is the decision. Is it a final chance for Hearts to try and stretch further in front?
It's actually really good defending there to get back with Lockwood and block it. But again, you know, last thing that Motherwell probably want is a corner here.
Penman, Adama Lakin, Girasoli, Waldy and Park line up in a chain. Motherwell set to defend. And Lockwood can't keep the ball in play. And there is the half-time whistle from the referee. An eventful first half at Oriam. Katie Lockwood opening the scoring for Hearts in the return home in the SWPL. Lockwood here is much committed, managed to get there first and put the ball beyond the goalkeeper. Girasoli took advantage of some sloppy defending from Motherwell to add number 2. And what about this? An absolute stunner from Motherwell's Amy Anderson, leaving Parker Smith with no chance. Penman struck for number 3. Much couldn't get strong hands to it. And 3-1 is the scoreline at the break. Plenty to play for in the second half, with 4 first-half goals already scored in the capital. These 2 teams on scoring form in recent games, and they'll be looking to keep that up. Hearts want to stretch further in front. Motherwell want to get back into the game. We'll take a short break, but please join us again for the second half on BBC Sports Scotland. We're currently in the SWPL. It stands Heart of Midlothian 3, Motherwell 1.
Nah, I'm good. Oh, my neck's killing me for some reason. Scott, were you getting like my reflection of my high vis? Oh, bloody hell. Really? Was my elbow actually coming in shot? Really? I honestly can't tell what it is. It's like...
You're bending down a wee bit. Maybe right up a bit higher.
I don't know if it was just easy, but yeah. I'll give it a wee bit of height, see if it helps. Give it a wee bit extra height.
Everything's like, I feel like you said, you're like,
Right, Matt.
Yeah. Perhaps. Oh, aye. Yeah. Odd. Oh, maybe it's a split screen like you know, coming one area. When was their full time?
They finished maybe half one.
Maybe it carried on from there with the live stream. Oh, right, aye.
Pulses.
Should be able to turn it back as well.
Bloody mother jumping between that up there and here. My brother popped around, then he's doing the thing. Yeah, he got us. I don't know, maybe he's doing a watch rather than
Right side as you go. Good change. Heel. Good change. Carry up to the knee. Back out. Back off you forward. Back off forward. Back off you out. Sprint turn.
You say fast, like fast me, fast heel, and I'm still like.
Well, be quicker.
Yeah. Feel me, feel me. Like fucking did it faster.
No, I'm changing it.
You're so big. Jessica. Pride in defending, guys.
It's just a performance, so it's like.
There we go! Back in, let's go.
Big John, how's your touch?
There we go!
See when the wonder strike went out. Good strike, right? Yeah. Turn up in the house.
Welcome back to the SWPL on BBC Sports Scotland this afternoon. An entertaining Scottish Power Women's Premier League match in the capital Atorium. It's currently ahead of the second half. Heart of Midlothian 3, Motherwell 1. Amy Anderson, well, her side is down, but the real moment that will be shown on the highlights in the coming week will be her stunning strike that gave her side a lifeline in the game, but Hearts managed to restore that 2-goal advantage through a Jenna Penman strike. So Motherwell, as you can see, making a triple change at the break, with Hannah Cunningham, Carla Boyce and Kayla McDonald-Ngwa coming on. Hearts also making a change. Understand that Danny Findlay is coming on. Motherwell looking for a way back into the game. Hearts have had chances in that first half to make it a larger scoreline. A brilliant Emily Much save, denying Adama Lakin touching onto the crossbar. Park had an opportunity too. And there is confirmation of the Hearts change. As Danny Findlay is coming on. 17 goals at Dundee United last season. 3 against Motherwell in 4 matches. So not one that Motherwell supporters will want to see coming on for Hearts. But the women are still making changes of their own. And there's definite goals there with Carla Boyce and Kayla McDonald-Ngwa coming on. Boyce has 5 this season. McDonald-Ngwa has 4. Motherwell are looking to make a statement early in the second half, but so Hearts, the home side, looking to push back up that Scottish Women's Premier League table. And Parker Smith, the Hearts goalkeeper, not tested too much by the Motherwell attack. Part of the reason that Paul Brownlee will have made those changes. And possibly a change in shape too, you'd expect. We'll keep an eye on that as Bailey Collins launches the throw. Boyce makes the movement. Gibb, McDonald-Ngwa, other options for the former Aberdeen player. Boyce will mix up the throwing options. She'll look long. The flick on. Parker Smith takes at that near post. And the quick throw for Katie Lockwood. Has a lot of space. 3 players ahead. Findlay the substitute. Just looking to get that sharpness on the ball. Fresh into the game. Here is Amy Anderson of Motherwell. Much. Neat pass forward for Ingalls. Now she can stride forward. Kayla Jardine. Penman blocks the ball forward from Ingalls. Motherwell have the throw again. Claire Gemmell alongside me in the commentary box this afternoon. Claire, what do you think the managers will have said to their teams at that half-time break?
I think certainly from Motherwell's perspective, I think Paul Brownlee will be wanting more from them. I'm not surprised to see 3 substitutes coming on at half time and a change of shape. They've moved to 4 at the back, and I think that will be to try and counter that long ball over the top, which caused them so many problems in the first half. Obviously the likes of Carla Boyce coming onto the pitch, you know, she's picked the ball up there and shooting, trying to impose herself on the game. I think they just need something different. And you know, from Hearts' point of view, I think they've been a better of the 2 sides really in the first half, and Eva Oled probably just wanting a bit more from them in terms of retaining the possession better, moving the ball better, not allowing Motherwell to get those spells into the game. I'm sure she'll be disappointed the fact that they lost that goal, but again, you know, some strikes, so you can't really take anything away from that.
Lockwood through, looking for Findlay. She's managed to win the ball on Hannah Cunningham. Next Rangers player on for Motherwell at half-time. Under 16, under 17 international for Scotland too. player Paul Brownlee is well aware of from his coaching. As Timms looking to release Penman. Hearts awarded the throw. Quickly to Timms. Back to goal. She'll settle for the throw. Timms. Engels keeping watch. Penman, the cut back. Good work from Louisa Boyce. Sarah Gibb will look to carry forward. McDonald Ngoa spots a run, but there's no space to try and provide a pass forward. As Boyce and Gibb are making the movements.
They've done well to pick the ball up in their own half and then drive themselves out of that situation there in the bottom left hand corner. She just can't quite, McDonald Ngoa, get her head up to see Boyce's run.
Damalakin gets the break from Watson. The flag's raised on the far side, just in front of the scaffolding in the sunlight. Motherwell will have the free kick. Moving quickly. Kayla Jardine encouraged forward. Tim's working back to defend. A couple of touches, breaks the flow. Engels, and we saw in the right first half, shifted more to the left side. There's Amy Anderson of Hearts. Waldy. Finley's flick on. No one further advanced. So Hannah Cunningham can sweep up. Confirmation of the players removed by Motherwell. It's Maureen Cunningham who is in that position that Hannah's now taking up. Caitlin Canavan and Jo Addy, the others. Motherwell and Paul Brownlee looking at more of a back four there, with Bailey Collins the right back, Engels the left back, and Watson and Hannah Cunningham take up the central positions.
They certainly seem to be more solid at the back this first couple of minutes of this second half than they were in the entirety actually of the first half. I felt they were really vulnerable with the ball over the back, but the forward at the back seems to be addressing that a bit better for them.
Parker Smith with the touch.
Win it! Go on, Kayla!
Adama Lakin. Brownlee asked for the pressure on the Hearts players with the ball, and the boys will provide that here. Aldi looks forward. Morgan lets it run. She couldn't get there. Anderson, Boyce, McDonald Ngoa has the chance and puts it away, but the flag is raised from the assistant on her right. But that's what Paul Brownlee will be hoping for from the changes made. A sign of it there. And Kayla McDonald Ngoa, who is a goal scorer, and the last couple of times Motherwell have defeated Hearts, put it away, but it won't count.
That's exactly why they've been brought onto the pitch. Both substitutes linking up there. She has just drifted offside, and by the way, it's some finish, but she's not even looking. She just knows where the goal is. She's an instinctive goal scorer, and I'm sure she'll get more opportunities, and if she gets them, I've no doubt she'll take them.
Warning sign for Hearts. Gibb for Boyce. Motherwell taking confidence from that previous move. 3 in the box. Miki stands in the way. Driving force from Carla Boyce.
She's just shown her qualities there. That's exactly why Paul Brownlee's brought her onto the pitch. She likes to pick the ball up and run at players. She's done it there, and she's got her team into a good position.
Mickey looking to clear. It's a break of the ball off Gibb, and Hearts will have the goal kick.
Come on, get out, come on!
Looking at the previous meetings between these two ahead of this game, they're usually quite close. It was a 1-1 draw last February in the season. Torrin Barr scored for Motherwell, who were the home team. Monica Forsyth, who's out injured for Hearts, scored the Hearts goal in a 1-1 draw. previous 3 before that were 1-0 wins. 4 goals here. Georgia Timms clips over, looking for Lockwood. Collins watches the ball to safety. It just opened up there for Hearts again, as Motherwell will look to push forward to try and get back into this one and narrow the scoreline. Those gaps will appear behind the defence for Hearts again.
It's a great break from Hearts. The ball wide into Tim, she just can't get the cross in, or the accuracy in the cross to find Lockwood. But what a game Lockwood's having, you know, she's going so unnoticed, running from deep. I think she's been fantastic today for Hearts.
A highlight for Hibs last season, the second half of the campaign. Now in the maroon of the capital rivals of Hibernian. And scoring goals for Hearts this season. Her opener this afternoon puts her on to 4 in the league campaign. Charasoli also moving on to that number. Timms in front, slides the ball away. Olafulashade, Adama Lakin finds Anderson. Lockwood points. The pass with the outside of the foot. The flag stays down, and now it goes up in the air. And Katie Lockwood again, for a brief moment, thought she was in.
It was really tight again. Really intelligent run from her off the back shoulder. Again, you know, it's hard to tell from here whether she actually was offside, but really intelligent run, and as I said, you know, she's having such a great game.
The assistants having to be on their toes this afternoon. So many of those runs, those shoulder plays in the attack to look across the line. Something that both teams on occasions have used effectively, used as a threat.
I think the only thing from a Motherwell perspective though is as much as the ball has turned over through the different periods of the game, they've not really took their opportunities to test the goalkeeper when they've been on top.
Boys, Gibb ahead. Gibb takes, the flag goes up. For a moment, Lisa Boys just delayed in playing the ball through. Another offside decision to be made, but an increase in the volume around us in the technical areas too, because with 11 minutes of the second half played, the score remains at 3-1, and any next goal will be a massive one, Claire Gemmell.
It'll, you know, if Hearts get it, it will almost knock the confidence of Motherwell. Whether if Motherwell get it, then it brings them into the game again.
Here's Timms, Ingo's looking to recover, and Timms lifts that one away over the fence. A new ball required. Some unselfish play from Georgia Timms already in this game, with those wide runs looking to build the attacks. That time just not finding her shooting feet. Goals in her last 3 league games, 4 in that spell. She'll be looking to keep that record. Looking deadly. Great skill from Amy Anderson, Motherwell's midfielder. Tess Hearts a little there. Collins looks to push. Mia Waldy. 9th league appearance for Hearts' new number 12. Jenna Penman, first half scorer. Can't find the ball up to Georgia Timms. Ball forward towards McDonald and Guat, headed away by Penman. Adama Lakin. McDonald and Guat takes over. Timms spots the pass. Girasoli. Lockwood for Miki. Left it upfield for Timms to chase from that wide right position. Composed defending from Hannah Cunningham. Not taking any chances. Taking the ball out of play, allowing her side to reset. Former Glasgow women regular. Findlay. The delivery will fall into the arms of Emily Much unchallenged.
I definitely think Motherwell have started this half much better. I think the change of shape suits them better. It's basically allowing them to deal with Hearts' threat a lot better than they were in the first half. It's just still probably for Paul Brownlee, they're not, as I said, creating enough up top, but they are coming into the game, so it's just about being patient and not being wasteful, like playing a ball like that forward to no one. You know, you really want to try and find a player and retain the ball.
Donald Ngoat. Kayla Jardine. Pushed away, looking for options. Jenna Penman on her heels. That's good work from the Hearts right back. Could see Jardine there just asking where the options for her were as she was being pushed back towards the halfway line. Adama receives and gives back to Timms. Penman gives Finlay something to chase. Cunningham clears only as far as Timms. Amy Anderson stabs it away to safety for now. First quarter of the second half played. No goals in the second period. All four scored in the first through Lockwood and Girasoli. For Hearts, Amy Anderson replied with a remarkable strike. And Jenna Penman stretched Hearts in front again, restoring that 2-goal advantage. Can they make it 3? Collins stops Amy Anderson of Hearts. Donald Ngoat rolls the ball with her studs, awaits that run forward. Collins chases Meekie. Parker Smith is brilliantly there to stretch it to Morgan. Anderson. Boyce applies the pressure. Motherwell set up again.
McDonald and Ngoat showing her qualities there, being able to hold the play up and hold players off. I think for them, they probably need to try and use her more. Then allow delay to allow players to get up and support.
Finlay rolls, finds space, and that one just past the post. When you give Danny Finlay that kind of space, she usually punishes from that kind of position. That quick movement with the right foot there just opens up the possibility, and she's looking to find that bottom left corner but unable to do so, and it remains 3-1.
You know, it's some touch there. Sells her a dummy, you know, rolls it back away from her to give herself the space and open up the goal. She's just unlucky with the strike that's off target, but yeah, really, really good feet.
Erin Rennie replacing Amy Anderson of Hearts. So the battle of the Amy Andersons in midfield is over for this afternoon. Rennie didn't feature in the late win against Spartans last weekend. Her 10th league appearance of the season. She'll give Hearts that fresh energy in the middle. Morgan launches the throw. Watson sends it back up. Can McDonald and Ngoat keep it in? The ball had already dropped over the touchline.
You can actually hear the Motherwell players getting frustrated with that decision there. You know, it's not just Watson, a lot of players just forcing the ball forward, but you can hear them saying, you know, you've got time, so it's just about trying to have that composure and get the ball down.
Gibb, the Glasgow City player, loses out to the Hearts sub Rennie. Lockwood. Hearts getting plenty forward. Timms. Rennie gets there. And plays for the corner off Hannah Cunningham. Not a bad choice to make. The angle closed down, and it gives Hearts the opportunity to bring the defenders forward again. Corners troubled in the first half. A number of changes made at half-time will have an impact on the Motherwell defence here. Headed well and strongly by Ingalls. Finlay. Penman. Easily taken by Much.
Motherwell breathe a sigh of relief that corner wasn't the best, to be honest, but it's that cluster within the box that's causing all the confusion. Hearts just really trying to confuse Motherwell and who they're picking up, and it has worked up until now.
Motherwell scored 5 goals in a 15-minute spell in the second half against Dundee United. Paul Brownlee asked for the same intensity and quality in that game in the second half. Well, I've asked for something along that lines, but not the same, possibly more from what they're capable of. They started looking fresh, looking strong. It seems to have been fading a little recently. There's different options in attack with McDonald and Gua leading the line. Collins back to defend here, communicates with Emily Much. Come all the way across to take. Charlotte Parker-Smith was back in to start in the victory against Spartans. Exchanging early matches with Lisa Rogers, perhaps substitute goalkeeper. Timms with a brilliant touch and pass. The ball coming down at that speed, that angle. Such a delicate touch to put the ball out wide.
It was some touch, wasn't it? Really good control out wide, but I think from my point of view, you know, watching that, there's not a Motherwell player within 10 yards of her.
Goes searching, finds Lockwood, and that hits the side netting. Timms then lifting the ball over delicately too. Trying to threaten on Emily Much's goal once again, but she can't get on the score sheet this afternoon at the moment. Now Laura McCartney coming on for Motherwell, replace Kayla Jardine. And what a magnificent strike for Motherwell's 5th from Laura McCartney. She's had a difficult time out through injury recently too. And Paul Brownlee throws McCartney on to see if she could provide a bit of magic, just like Amy Anderson did in the first half with another wonder strike. Plenty of the second half still to be played. Just over an hour on the clock. Motherwell have the opportunity. The coaching staff asking for quality. Collins will now stand over the set pieces. Bailey Collins bends it in. The claim from Parker-Smith and takes comfortably.
Again, I think it has to be a better ball in than that. It's just far too floaty, it's just too easy for the goalkeeper to come out and collect that. It's really difficult to attack. You know, a really floaty ball, even if you do get your head on it, it's trying to get any sort of power on it.
Timms in front. Waits on help. Wins the corner. So from one end to the other, a free kick to a corner. Walde and Girasoli will come up again. Motherwell with everyone back in the box to defend. It goes short. Miki takes it away and shoots. And that's a superb save from Emily Much, because that looked destined for that top right corner. And that last gasp, hand stretches out and claws the ball behind another corner for Hearts. 3-1 it remains.
It's obviously a worked corner from the training ground, but some save by much to get it over the bar.
Lockwood takes. Watson gets it away. It looked quite unorthodox, but it did the job. Penman. Morgan. Penman swings it in. Finlay with a neat little touch. Girasoli. High into the side netting. A late run from the far wide position. You're a defender. You can't rest after a Heart set piece. I mean, Carly Girasoli's around, always looking to attack.
She's always lurking about, isn't she? Trying to go onto second balls, and she's done well there, Finlay, just to get the little flick on, and then she gets herself across. Probably in that situation you're wanting it to fall to the likes of Timms for the half volley, but you know, she does well and gets a shot away and it hits the side netting, unfortunately for her.
You always think a defender's already making their way back up to the other end when a set piece like that was starting to fade, but she was there and alert. There's some concern for Georgia Timms at the moment, receiving some attention. A super looping shot in the win against Spartans, and assisting that one too. More signs of her importance in this game this afternoon to Heart of Midlothian.
Danny, happy with that?
Didn't score against Motherwell last season, Georgia Timms, so we're looking to stay on the pitch and chip in with the goals. Jill Ingalls did that for Motherwell in their last win. Can she play a captain's role in getting them back in this game? Gibb, McDonald and Guat towards Boyce, it bounces and Parker Smith collects.
You know, that's a really intelligent delivery and just first time whips it in. It's really difficult to defend because all the defenders are going back towards their own goal. It's just unfortunate that Carla Boyce is just not a foot quicker into the box to get a toe on it. But yeah, really intelligent delivery in there.
Ingalls in a hurry. McCartney looking to get there. Uses her body well. Protects the ball. Boyce will take. Boyce is making her way in to the penalty spot. And Waldy saved by Parker Smith there. There's some claims for the Hearts goalkeeper, alert, and protects her goal. Yeah, Waldy perhaps in two minds about how to defend that one.
I would say so. Boyce again does well down that right hand side. I think she's done really well for them since she's come on when she's getting onto the ball. I'm not sure what she was doing there. I think, as you said, probably in two minds because it's a really awkward height that it's bounced and it just looks as if she's threw any part of her body at it and it's went the wrong way.
What with attacking. Timms is back on. She's the aim. Ingle stops it getting through. Gibb for Anderson. Chelsea Watson, consistent warrior at the back for the Women of Steel. But Lockwood could be through here. One-on-one with Emily Much, and Katie Lockwood has a double. Hearts have 4. And that stretches the scoreline with Hearts further in front now. With half an hour of the second half played, it's Heart of Midlothian 4, Motherwell 1.
I think that just tops off her performance, doesn't it? It's a really intelligent run again. Really great pass through. She's really composed, gets her touch across Cunningham, and then it opens up the goal for her and she just slots it in past Much. It's a brilliant finish, and as I said, tops off the game she's had. She's been superb today.
A double in that draw with Montrose. A double this afternoon, adding to goals from Girasoli and Penman. And does that make it too difficult for Motherwell to get back into it now? Over a quarter of the game still to go. did say that next goal, if it would come whichever way, would be a big one. Here Katie Lockwood again. Gets the crossover. Timms sets. Strike blocked. And a sore one as Ingalls uses the Hearts forward to clear that one away.
It's going to be difficult for Motherwell now. They need to try and not let their head go down and try and regain their composure and not fall apart and then see themselves conceding another 1-2 goals in this game. You know, it's really just about trying to limit Hearts now and see, you know, can they get a consolation goal at the other side.
Paul Brimley and thought made the changes at half time, but Motherwell have just been prevented from threatening Charlotte Parker-Smith's goal in quantity in this game. Did get on the scoreline through that stunner from Amy Anderson, and Katie Rice is about to come on as the Motherwell manager makes another change. Sarah Gibb, the player, coming off.
Katie Rice is a player that likes to get on the ball and turn and shoot from distance. Again, kind of similar to McDonald and Gua, really good at holding up the ball. Probably the reason that Paul Brownlee's brought her on, to try and, as I said, retain the ball up in Hearts' final third and try and get support up around.
She's got the quality from the set piece situations. Could come in the latter stages of the game. She missed the victory against Dundee United. Moldy looks for Lockwood. Watson there, but Lockwood gets a strike away. That looked dangerous, and Ingalls can touch it behind, but it looked as if Katie Lockwood would just be pushed away from creating any threat to the Motherwell goal, but somehow from a narrow angle managed to test, and she's looking for her hat-trick.
She is, and you couldn't blame her, you know, for chasing it, and even shooting from there, as you say, such an acute angle, and she still managed to get it in target. Much gets a hand to it, but I think in the last kind of 15 minutes of this game, we're going to see her shooting at every opportunity.
Girasoli heads in. Timms was there. Boys two. The Motherwell player getting it far away. Collins, can she help counter? Rice. Swarmed by the Maroon. Uses Hannah Cunningham. Finlay picks up the loose ball. Damalakan. A couple of step overs. Was she pulled down? The referee says yes. And Hearts have the free kick in a very dangerous position here.
Damalakan really positive. Good feet here, and I'm not actually sure if she gets the ball there or not. It's hard to tell, but, you know, free kick, not surprised. Lockwood standing over it, as you said, looking for her hat-trick.
Katie Lockwood stands over. Motherwell set the wall. Much organising. Morgan also just behind the free kick position. Be surprised if it's anything other than a shot. Drilled low. The wall does the job. Not enough power or quality on it really from Katie Lockwood there.
I think she's maybe expecting the ball to jump and trying to be a bit sneaky and going low, and it's obviously not jumped, so it's came to nothing.
Hearts looking to click quickly again. Tim's pass misplaced for Rennie. Abby Hanley about to come on for Hearts. Hasn't featured since a 2-1 defeat here against Rangers this season. Gone for her 4th league appearance of the season. Hayley Davis had a couple of sub-appearances recently against Partick Thistle in the league, Rangers in the League Cup. Her third league appearance of the season.
Hearts are in a comfortable position now. It's certainly just about getting minutes into players' legs. Why not bring them on, give them a run out, and it'll give them a little injection of energy going into this last 15 minutes.
Lockwood, she's through on goal again. Unselfishly provides for Hayley Davies. And a first Hearts senior goal for Hayley Davies, just on. A super substitution from Ava Ollid and Hearts. And that stretches the lead even further now. It's Heart of Midlothian 5, Motherwell 1.
What a way to come onto the pitch. Your first touch and it's a goal. But, you know, Lockwood so unselfish here when she's going through and goal. As you said, and we both said, looking for her hat-trick, but sees that Davies is in a better position and squares it when she just slots it in past much. And now the game's ran away from them, and absolutely it's going to be too much for Motherwell to come back now.
What a moment for Hayley Davies. She'll remember this game. Remember that moment. It becomes a tougher afternoon for Motherwell and Paul Brownlee. Ava Ollid will be delighted with the way Hearts have managed this game. She'll still have an eye on the defensive duties for the remainder. Just under 10 minutes left to play here at Oriam.
And I think that will be the thing, you know, that she will be wanting them not to concede any more goals. I think that will be something they'll really be concentrating on the last 10 minutes of this game. They've done well going forward, they've scored some great goals, but they're really going to want to keep Motherwell at 1 goal.
Georgia Hunter coming on in place of Lizzie Waldy.
Good to go.
Anna Cunningham will roll it back too much. At this stage of the game, you mentioned about Hearts looking at the defensive side of it. What can Motherwell look to do in the next 10 minutes? It's still just about getting back on the score sheet and trying to get confidence from that in the attack.
Yeah, I think they need to try and do more in the final third, Motherwell. I think when they look back at this performance, they will see that there probably was better opportunities to retain the ball in the final third and create a little bit more, because they've really not tested the Hearts goalkeeper enough for me in this game. Other really than the strike, the goal that Anderson scored, I can't really think of many other opportunities. So I think for them it's just about trying to create a wee bit more in this final 10 minutes. I think the game's away from them now. It's 5-1. You know, it's be almost impossible to come back from that with 9 minutes to go. But yeah, they just really want to try and finish the game in a strong foot.
McCartney passed into Cunningham. Searches for Boyce. Anderson will help it forward again. Donald Ngwa was hoping to get the flick on. Amy Anderson opened a league goal scoring account for the season in spectacular fashion this afternoon. Handley. Motherwell throw. Collins towards Rice. Maddie Handley takes again. Jerrisoli for Parker Smith. Georgia Hunter. Timms. Handley. All out of play. Motherwell throw. Collins. Rennie sweeping up. So he looks towards Findlay. It's Watson's header. Carla Boyce. Katie Rice. Adama Lakin steps in. Lockwood. Springs Timms into the attack. Finlay and Lockwood arriving in the box. Timms again. Looks to go around Ingalls. Anderson clears. Motherwell in the next league action host Aberdeen on the 5th of November. Hearts at home to Glasgow City here. It's another that you can watch on BBC Sports Scotland and BBC iPlayer. Remember, all of the action tomorrow night on iPlayer and on the BBC Scotland channel. See all the action and goals from the 3 SWPL top flight matches this afternoon. Apologies if you picked up any bad language in the background. Chelsea Watson. Back to the goalkeeper Much. Has pulled off a couple of top saves in the game this afternoon to try and keep her side in. That fighting chance to draw closer to Hearts. But some defensive scoring and some quality from Katie Lockwood has meant it didn't help too much in the end.
I think from Hearts' point of view, Neva Ole, what she'll be pleased about is I think this second half has been much more controlled from Hearts. You know, that the ball isn't turning over as much. In the first half it was constant from Hearts to Motherwell and vice versa. They're much more controlled.
Timms is still going on that right side. Still running. Striking just over the crossbar. Still searching for that goal in this afternoon's game.
You can see the confidence she's got shooting from the edge of the box that wide. You know, she's picked the ball up, turned inside. She's not looking for anything else other than a shot, and she's capable of scoring from there. It's just slightly over the bar.
Watson tries to arrow that back to Emily Much. Kept it in play. Lockwood didn't agree with that. The match goes on. There's been incentive here today for Motherwell. Only 4 points behind Hearts. 3 points would have drawn them closer, only by a point. And with the standards that Hearts set last season, that would have been big in the progression for Motherwell and Paul Brownlee. But instead, it was stretching the other direction as Hearts look to set themselves again for the season ahead. And they will be looking forward to the game against Glasgow City. As Paul Brownlee receives a yellow card from the referee. The game, as we saw in the first half, hotly contested on the pitch. It has been in the technical areas as well.
I think, as you said, Stuart, though, you know, just how much the points in this game would mean to each team. I think that's why you see it going onto the pitch, and then obviously at this side, you know, managers are getting, you know, excited and involved in the game. Obviously see Paul Brownlee getting a yellow card there, but I think it's natural when a game means so much that that type of physicality transfers onto the pitch.
The referee, the yellow card out once again. Another shown in the direction of Motherwell, this time Chelsea Watson. Frustration for the Motherwell number 4. As I said, consistent regular in the Well team. She'll be hurt at the conceded goals today. Hearts could threaten further though. Jarasoli looking to help further on. Battered away upfield. Donadongwa looking to bring it down. Penman takes for Hearts. Nothing forced. And a safe ball played back to the goalkeeper, Parker Smith. Not sure Ingalls knew too much about the ball hitting her there, but it did the job in preventing Tim's attacking.
Yeah, she's just done enough there. You can see her smiling at that duel there with Tim's. You know, both are physical players and probably quite enjoy that.
We mentioned both of them a lot in this game, but not really highlighted the individual battle that they've had out there in the second half and the show of respect between the two players.
Absolutely, you know, that's what the game's about. At the end of the day, you know, you get in, you're playing for your team, but yeah, absolutely, you respect your opposition.
Billy Collins looking to keep something alive. Mentioned next fixtures, the 5th of November in the league, the international break coming up with Scotland women's national team. I think that double header with the Netherlands. And Ingalls and Tim's battle continues. The Motherwell skipper coming out on top that time. Eva Ollard was honest last week and the week before in Hearts' faults, Claire, but said the reaction's always good from her team. It has been a strong reaction this afternoon back at home.
It has been. I think she'll be pleased. They've scored 5 goals and very good goals, you know, Lockwood getting 2, but from different areas of the pitch, so that's promising for her. And yet I know they've lost the goal in the first half, but again, it's some strike. If you're going to lose a goal, it's the type of goal that you would want to lose rather than being cut open or losing it from cross balls, which they have been doing. So I think, yes, it's an improvement from defensively from what they've done over the last couple of weeks, and I think she'll be pleased. Certainly from the second half, I do think they've been much more controlled in possession, which will please her the most.
And she'll be pleased it was a little bit calmer than the dramatic victory at Spartans. That Anderson strike did briefly cause a thought in the first half. Hearts had chances in that opening 45 to add. They didn't take them, but they have taken a couple in the second half. Finlay looking to play on the shoulder, much advanced enough to collect. A win for Hearts would take them to within 6 points of their next league opponents, Glasgow City. So that sets that one up wonderfully. Due to Glasgow City not being in action today, their game being postponed.
And I think that's the thing Hearts hold their sight on, is the fact that they've not taken anything from the top 3 this season as of yet.
Boyce clears away into the additional time in the second half. Is there an opportunity for Motherwell to get another? Collins. Boyce couldn't find it in her feet. Lufolashade Adamalaken for Davies. And Penman. Hunter caresses the ball to Carly Girasoli. Penman on the score sheet in the first half. Charged down by Laura McCartney. Timms. Three waiting for Hearts if she can cross. Watson's touch, takes it behind. And Hearts will have a late corner in this one.
It's actually a wicked cross in, and Chelsea Watson just puts her foot out. It could have went anywhere.
Lockwood has a collection to aim for. Hearts searching for number 6. Towards Hunter. Girasoli there too. Watson will help it on. Findlay. Girasoli with the cross. That one goes behind. A look at the watch from the referee. Hearts can look at that league table and be delighted with their current league run. There's disappointment over that draw with Montrose, but the unbeaten record continues with Paul Brownlee and his Motherwell side disappointed after a big victory against Dundee United at home. And their eyes will now turn to returning back to their home ground, and they take on Aberdeen. An interesting one for Bailey Collins too, the former Aberdeen player. Ingles and Timms again. We just finish us off with a battle that Timms wins. 3 waiting again for Georgia Timms. Lockwood there, can she sweep up? It's Amy Anderson who lifts it away. And that is the full-time whistle. Hearts return to back-to-back wins in the Scottish Power Women's Premier League. A handshake between the coaching staff, and Hearts keep up their superb scoring form. It's now 18 goals in 4 league games, 6 against Partick Thistle, 3 against Montrose, 4 against Spartans and 5 today. Katie Lockwood starting us off with that one. And then Carly Girasoli sweeping up and picking up the position for number 2. Later on, Amy Anderson struck with this wonderful, beautiful effort, leaving Parker Smith no chance. And then Penman made it 3 for Hearts, rounding off the first half scoring. Half time was 3-1, and Katie Lockwood came out again, continuing her attacking fashion from the first half, making it a double. And just when you thought she was about to claim a hat-trick, unselfishly played the ball to youngster Ailey Davis for a huge moment, as she stuck that one away perfectly, like she's been scoring for Hearts in all her appearances. And Katie Lockwood, you'd have to say Claire Gemmell, player of the match in this afternoon's game.
I thought she was fantastic today. She was at everything that Hearts done well. You know, getting her 2 goals. She was unlucky not to get a third. Setting up a goal, you know, when she could have went for a third. So I thought she was fantastic. I think Hearts grew into the game. You know, the start of the first half I think was a little bit scrappy, but certainly as we got into the second half, they really took control. It was a really convincing performance from them. Yes, as I said, they've lost a goal, but you know, the strike was phenomenal, so you can't really argue with that. But they'll be taking confidence into the game against Glasgow City in a couple of weeks. And you know, for Motherwell, it was always going to be a difficult game. Hearts are a really good side, you know, they convincingly get 4th place last year, so they need to understand as well what they're up against, and I'm sure they'll look to get back to winning ways against Aberdeen.
I had one to take Aberdeen next, a trip to Montrose then after that one before taking on Partick Thistle at home. It's a hard one to take after such a big scoring win, as we see Amy Anderson there who made that mark on the score sheet for Motherwell. But those collection of games coming up through the rest of October, well, we've got the international break, it's in November for the next 3 games. Those are ones that Paul Brownlee will be looking for those points to be picked up again, get back on a run and push towards the top 6 of the table, even though it's so early on in the season, because you want to make a statement early.
You do, you want to get the points on the board as soon as you can, and these are the games that they'll absolutely be looking to win. You know, you can see that they've got quality in their team. They are capable of winning these games. I'm sure they'll prepare well for them, and they'll go out and they'll give it a good go, and I can see it being a really interesting game actually between them and Aberdeen. Really, you know, positive team, both like to get at folk, so yeah, it's going to be hard for them, but I think they're capable of doing it.
Hearts still have their shooting boots on in the Scottish Women's Premier League. 5 goals to date in a 5-1 victory against Motherwell, and that means that they again will look towards those top 3 places in the Scottish Women's Premier League table as they aim to catch Glasgow City, who are their next opponents here in league action at Oriam. You'll be able to watch that one live on BBC Sports Scotland when it arrives in November. Again, you can watch all the action and goals from Sports Scene and the SWPL tomorrow night with Amy Canavan and Emma Black, who will be the team presenting that one. That's on BBC Scotland channel and BBC iPlayer. My thanks again to Claire for the commentary this afternoon. A big win for Hearts on their return home in the SWPL. It finishes at Oriam. Hearts 5, Motherwell 1.